Hi everyone, it's Veronica here from Vintage Meet Modern, and happy Wednesday. I am so excited because it is Jewelry Party Wednesday and the Vintage Jewelry Vault is open, and I'm so excited to have so many of you here tonight because it is actually one of my favorite topics tonight. Is we're talking all about statement earrings. I absolutely love statement earrings. They are my favorite to wear in summer. I wear my hair up all the time. I think that that's just the nature of things when you live in a warm climate. And I actually like a very clean and polished look. So statement earrings are definitely a very important part of my personal style and one of my favorite types of jewelry to wear. So I can't wait to see which ones are your favorite. So I just want to thank you for joining me tonight. We've got Amy, Elaine, and Deborah, and I know we have a few more that are joining us here. So welcome to Jewelry Party Wednesday. If it's your first time joining us, I'm Veronica Staudt. I'm the founder of Vintage Meet Modern Jewelry and Styling, and my passion is helping women look and feel their best by adding a touch of vintage to their everyday look. So we have a ton of fun pieces this week. I'm talking all about all the earring collections that we have. There'll, of course, be links in the comments, or you can visit everything over at Vintage Meet Modern under the earrings tabs. And Ms. Leanne will be here to help us out and give us links and also answer any questions if you have them. So I know you're all going to enjoy chatting with each other too. For those of you who are new, this is a very lively group of beautiful women from all over the world, and we all come together to celebrate the joy of jewelry once a week. So I'm super excited to have you here. Well, what would statement earrings be though without brooches? And so I do have some of my favorite sets paired up. Some of these pieces are from our recent June collection. And if you love a statement earring, don't worry, we've got probably the best pieces to go with them too. Hi Megan, how are you? So I have to start off this evening right away. Even though we're talking about statement earrings, I have to show off how much I absolutely love and adore this brooch. So this is a 1940s brooch, and it's a dangling brooch, cha-cha style, and each of the little pieces are actually capped with little glass beads, and they're all in your mogul or royal gemstone colors. So we've got lots of ones that have your citrine, your garnet, your emerald green, your sapphire blue. There are some royal purple mixed in there, but this is a perfect example. I did a video earlier this week about how that I lay out all my clothes, and I always selected the different kinds of pieces that I would change up my look with. And so this was one of the tops that I was talking about. This is actually a really old top. It's something that I actually picked up from my sister. So it was hers. So it's a new to me piece, but a new to me piece already for several years. And I like these kinds of tops that even though they have a lace, they're a thicker lace with an underpinning underneath it. So for those of you who think that you only wear your brooches during your fall or your winter months when your fabrics are heavier, you can always wear them in the summer too. Just look for fabrics that are easy to anchor your collection. So I love this one. This one has got the cha-chas with it. And as long as we're talking about earrings, I love the way that you can complement a classic pearl. So this is the oval pearl, and it has the gold disc detailing going around it. This is a 1980s earring, and you can pull out the creamy champagne color that you see in the pearl with the creamy champagne color that you see in the cha-cha brooch. So this is a super fun one. This is an older brooch. It actually has a C clasp on the back of it, and it is also anchored with a piece of celluloid, and it's all wired on the back. The workmanship alone is kind of worth taking a closer look at. Let me see if I can get it off. There you go. You can see the back of it. This has all got celluloid with the wiring on it. And all of these little beads that you see that are attached to it that goes so pretty with the pearl, they're all glass. So we're not talking about lucite. So this is a very high-end brooch for you antique collectors. And it's a super fun one, as you can see. We always talk about how that some of the pieces we gravitate more towards the other. And this is one of those fun cha-cha pieces. Frequently, we talk about the cha-cha bracelets, and sometimes we even have the cha-cha earrings. We don't get too many cha-cha brooches, so this one's a really fun one, a great piece. And I do want to start off by saying that it has been very busy around here at Vintage Meet Modern, so if you have your eyes on some pieces, there are some gorgeous pieces that we're actually packing up. We've got a lovely pair of poppies that are going off to a new home. I had wanted to show off how pretty they actually looked with this top that I have on tonight, but these are all going to be off to a new home. I have been wearing these little mogul style earrings on repeat with the lapis and the little bit, and these are going to be wrapped up and going to a new home. And then speaking of cha-cha pieces, this is another pair of awesome statement earrings. Statement earrings, they're kind of all the rage right now. So if you haven't checked out the ones that we have, they're actually packing up pretty quickly. So if you've got your eyes on something, tonight's a great night to take a closer look at them. Okay, so I'm going to start off by showing you some of my favorite pairs. We actually have quite a few of them. But I'm going to start off actually with one of my favorites because I normally do. It's, hard for me because I get excited over all the pieces in the collection, but there are certain pieces that do stand out to me more than others. And I've been showing off these awesome pairs. So what I do obviously love about these are the fact that they're a color changing rhinestone, and they flash obviously this very hot pink magenta color, and then also these flashes of fiery orange. And since the top I have on kind of has a little bit of a corally color going on with it, this is a perfect pair of earrings to pick up both of the pinks and also with the pick up the pinks and also to pick up the little bits of reds that you're seeing too. And they are a nice, big, larger size. So they are a great statement size, and they're perfect to be able to wear out when you're sitting on the patio. Oh, it says we're having a blurry picture. I've adjusted the focus. I'm not sure. Maybe, I know we were having problems with Facebook today. I know that it might be Facebook, but let's try to hang in there and see what we can do, at least in terms of hanging out for a little while. Hopefully it'll get a little bit better. So I've got this really gorgeous pair of corally and pink rhinestone earrings. And these are definitely like a 1980s style, probably most likely a Wendy Gell or very similar to a Wendy Gell style. What's neat about these are, again, the invisible set or the sort of layered set jewelry from the 1980s is all about that classic rhinestone style, but they're not prong set. So we've got these really pretty earrings that have got all the fire, all the brilliance, all the gorgeous, vibrant colors that you see when we love the vintage people. Even I look fuzzy. I don't know what's going on tonight. I have the lens camera cleaned. I don't know. Maybe it's Facebook. We'll try for a few more. And if not, then I don't know. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow because I didn't realize we were going to have a problem with the blurry pictures. I mean, I see myself pretty clearly right now, so I don't know. Oh, Elaine says you look great, even fuzzy. Thank you. So. All right, next up we have a pair of Monet earrings. It could have been just either the internet connection or it really honestly could have been Facebook. I noticed that we've been having, I guess you could say a little bit of a delay because I'm even seeing the delay with your comments. So it's possible that maybe it's just there's a lot of people streaming right now. Everybody's watching Jewelry Party Wednesday. Maybe that's a little bit of it. So here's a classic pair of earrings that I think that you can't go wrong with. This is a pair of vintage Monet, and it's a bezel set crystal with a pearl in the center. It has a blossom style to it. It picks up on that classic 1980s bezel set style. It's another one that's a great size, and it's also easy to wear with other pearl jewelry. So if you've got pearl necklaces, pearl bracelet, pearl ring, plus it's also another really beautiful piece to be able to go ahead and wear with other bezel set pieces. So this is another one. This is a great around town earring. It does have that little bit of a floral summery design to it because it has the little petals and the little floral style. But this is definitely another one of my favorites, definitely a top pick, and it's one that you cannot go wrong with. And when I say that it goes pretty with a lot of other pieces, keep in mind, this is another fun piece. So I love also being able, again, to show you the beauty of being able to mix and match the other classic pieces that you have with it. So if you're looking for a classic brooch, this is a really nice mid-century modern. It has sort of a branch style to it. It's your classic style to it. And it will pick up beautifully with any kind of classic gold earring that you have with it. So this is another excellent choice, another beautiful set for you to be able to put together and enjoy and wear over and over again. So I've got those pretties. Let's talk about another fabulous sort of style and pair that I love. We also have got these smaller. These are an Italian designer style. This has got the fluted bead at the top and the gold, and then it has a little black onyx bead at the bottom. This has got a very traditional style to it, and this one, just the black and the gold, is always so classy and so elegant together. So these are a very, very lovely pair. It's got just the right amount of black and gold that are going with it, and they're nice and small but easy to wear, and they pick up kind of the Art Deco styling that you might be able to pick up in a brooch too. So this is a really pretty set to wear together. We have got this Art Deco style geometric brooch with the classic cream, and then it's got the black and the diamante. And I love the way that you can pick up on the classic black glass with the black enamel in the brooch. I think this is a really outstanding look and style. And again, I have on a solid color today, even though it has a bit of a texture and a pattern with it. This would be so pretty against so many different other solid shades. So if you're a royal blue girl, this would look fantastic with royal blue. If you enjoy wearing red, this would be beautiful with red. And of course, this would always be elegant with your classic black and white too. And also, you know, when we're thinking of those Art Deco colorings, that emerald green and malachite color, those are always very popular when you see things. So if you're green, this would also be very pretty to put all of these pieces together. So this is another great earring. It's a right size, right scale, beautiful shape with the brooch. And obviously, I love the way you can bring out the classic black with the classic black enamel too. It's another just home run. You can do no wrong when you're adding pieces like this one to your collection. Just the right amount of everything. Right amount of sparkle, right amount of classic gold, and then right amount of that classic black. And that is a glass bead at the bottom. It's not a lucite one. So it's another really, really nice piece. Now, you can't see on today. You'll have to come back next week when I'm talking about my outfits of the week post. If you did see my outfits of the week post, you know that I wear this periwinkle pair of pants from Anthropologie all the time. And I got to tell you, even though you can't see it, my pants are almost the same color, identical as this French wired brooch. And it's really pretty to be able to see that you can bring the top down and complement the bottom look as well. So this is another very pretty color combination. This is that lighter blue with the very pretty green. And for those of you who like being able to match sets, this is another gorgeous statement earring style that you can go ahead and you can put on. These are super nice because they're very lightweight, and these look very lovely with dresses. So for those of you who are sort of joining the whole, I guess you could say, house dress, Hill House movement, lots of people talking about the more flowy dresses, everything from the ones you're seeing over at Love Shack Fancy to over to the ones that are over at Target. I've actually seen really pretty ones also in the sundress style that are over even at J. Crew Factory. So if you're treating yourself to a dress, either with that square neckline and then maybe some ruching going up top, maybe you're treating to something with a little bit of those puff sleeves, or maybe you've just got some gorgeous sort of kimono style pieces. The statement earrings are always great. And as you can see, this is a paler color, but it really pops really nice against the bright coral color. So those bright summery colors that we really take advantage of wearing at this time of year. These I really do like because of the workmanship, and I also like the fact that they're very lightweight. So you can just really enjoy wearing them over and over again and feel super comfortable whenever you have them on. And for those of you who really like being able to wear sets, this is a perfect example of a set that you can put together and you can mix and match it. It's always going to look elevated and elegant when you have both pieces of the sets on. Trust me, people are going to notice. Trust me, you will feel instantly more elevated, more confident yourself when you put it on. These are just the types of feelings that you get when you put the jewelry on, because you know that it's very unique to you. You know the pieces are out of production, and you know that they have a legacy style quality to them, which is all the beauty of being able to wear all of these pieces. So that is another one of my favorite sets. Moving right along, as long as we're going to be talking about sets, we have a very pretty Emmons set that has got a little bit of a smaller size. Hi, Alicia. Nice to see you. Tell us how things are out in South Dakota. Tell us what's new over there. How's the weather? Is it hot there too? Alrighty, so we've got these little diamond shape with the diamante diamonds inside of them. And this is another really super fun pair. Love, love, love these. And if you're looking again, because we're talking about statement earrings, if you want to wear something during the day, just while you're running around, but then you really want to be able to dress up and really make it more of a statement look when you're going out in the evening, or maybe when you're attending a party or something like that. We also have got the matching necklace. So this is another awesome set. And like I said, we're talking all about statement pieces, but I also showed this not that long ago against a black cami, and it filled the scoop neck really nicely. But this is a perfect example of a longer piece that has got a higher neck. And for those of you who do like wearing higher necks, look at how pretty and how nicely that this sits. It definitely has that mod 1960s look and feel to it, but the quality of it is just outstanding. The stones are so sparkly, and it is a really nice presence with the geometric diamond shape, with even an inner side with a little diamond shape going on the inside too. It has a three-dimensional quality to it. It's really neat. And then the earrings, of course, are a replica of one of the little sections that you're seeing from the pendant. So when you are running around during the day and you're trying to add a little bit of sparkle to your look, but then you're transitioning to doing something where you want to be a little more dressed up, again, it's so beautiful to wear the entire set, or just bring the set out so that you have more of a presence, more of the drama, more of the sparkle, all of the things that we love. So this is a gorgeous one. It's also great because, as you can see, it looks really nice against a solid color. Pops so pretty against a bright color. Super, super fun. So we have got that. Those are another really awesome, great set that we have. Now we have another really kind of cool pair. These are probably a vintage Vanel, but they're not signed. Vanel was a parent company that worked with Swarovski, specifically the SAL line, which sometimes you saw sold in the department stores. And what's really neat about these is that these are actually an ametrine. So they actually flash both a purple and a yellow color. They are more of a, as we put it, they're like a cupcake or a basket style. They've got sort of a looped style going all the way around the oval, and then they have the faceted gemstones set inside of it. So this one, or sometimes they call it also a cage. It's kind of like a caged rhinestone. That's another term that they use for it. So this is the ametrine. They are a very, very nice size and scale. And this is another perfect example of how when you pull out those plum and those purple colors, but you can also bring out the yellowy and the citrine and the orangey colors. You can even have things go more on the amber tone. All depends on what you put with it, which is one of the beauties behind the ametrine styles. People love ametrines both in rings and in earrings and pendants. It's just a very desirable piece, and it's got a more high-end, more unique feel to it. Ametrines are usually featured in your higher end semi-precious gemstone jewelry. That's why you usually see it like in big, gigantic rings, actually very similar to this setting with the caged or the cupcake setting. So another super pretty pair, and you really do have to take a moment to kind of appreciate the way that you've got a bi-colored stone. So you're running everything. It's like a different version of kind of an aurora borealis. Whatever you put with it, that's what you're going to pick up on. In fact, I can even see if I can even like clip one, and you can just see the way that the colors, you can't see as much as the purple because right now what it's bringing out is more of the amber and more of the golden tone related to the coral. But if you had more of a purpley color or more cool tones, you would see more of the purple color. But you can see kind of how it flashes. And when you look towards the top, you can see that yellowy gold, and at the bottom, you can see more of that amethyst purple color. So that is another awesome pair that we have this week. I love those. Now, talking about other statement earrings again. So again, I have blue pants on today. I know you can't see them, but we have an awesome pair of door knockers. This is a higher end door knocker earring from the 1980s era. This is a great pair. Here we go. Trying to. They're cast metal with flat back glass rhinestones on them. The door knocker style obviously never goes out of style. It's just timeless, and they're fun, and they are so sparkly. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people with everybody who just loves classic blue and white. So we're thinking our grand millennial chinoiserie lovers, our classic blue and white with different shades of Wedgwood. And then I'm sure that you can all tell me at least 10 to 15 sports or enthusiasm type things that you love where the emblem colors for everything are blue and white. So these are certainly fun. They're a really great pair. They're very easy to wear and they're very well balanced. So again, for those of you who really like being able to wear a statement earring because you wear your ears up, yes, exactly. They're stunning. And not only do they have the sapphire blue that is running through them with the colors, there is in this sort of V shape that they have with the rhinestones running through them both on the sides, you do have the aurora borealis that are running through it. So there's just a hint of iridescence that goes along with it. So these are super fun. They are awesome. These flat back glass rhinestone pieces, this definitely has that 1980s dynasty look to it, all that very high-end quality costume and designer jewelry that was popular back then. So they are fabulous. Yes, they would be great for 4th of July. Absolutely. They would absolutely be fantastic for 4th of July. But blue and white is just another one of those classic styles. These would also be really, really gorgeous actually in winter if you're thinking like faux fur and you're thinking like winter white and creamy white and cashmere. This would be so elegant if you were wearing an all white or an all cream outfit, which is not to say that you can wear all white or all cream in the summer either. But I do think that these could be worn year round and have a lot of fun with them. But of course, for all of our patriotic holidays, they would be absolutely perfect for whether you're wearing just blue and white or if you're wearing red, white, and blue. Which, speaking of that, I have to show you something that's really cool. So speaking of red, white, and blue and door knockers, if you're looking for something that is very unique and also is a true example of that new old stock vintage, we actually have a pair of red, white, and blue door knocker earrings that are Hattie Carnegie, that are on the original Hattie Carnegie card. So Hattie Carnegie, of course, very famous for all of their hats and their different styles and things, but they did make some jewelry too. Hattie Carnegie jewelry is very collectible. This one's super fun because it's always awesome when we find stuff that's new old stock. And if you're looking for something that's truly a red, white, and blue, look no further because this is super cute. But I do want to point out that even though this is a very patriotic style with the red, white, and blue, for those of you who like anything that's really a Parisian chic style, so you're thinking of your classic Parisian stripes, your classic white shirt, these would be beautiful with any of those kinds of styling. They're also pretty lightweight. So for those of you who are looking for a lighter weight earring, these are super perfect. I still need to find the perfect brooch for my vintage teal coat for next winter. Well, you might not want to look too much further because I have to tell you, I wore this one at the very beginning of the evening and I'll put it on at the end and it's pretty fantastic. So this is, but you could do so much with teal. You can do huge diamante rhinestones. You could do something kind of gothic, sort of Victorian gothic with a huge hematite style. All depends on what you want to go. With teal, you can do peacocky colors. You could do sapphire blue. So these are those fun Hattie Carnegie door knocker earrings. Like I said, they're new old stock. So that's fun. And they come on the original card. So they're new vintage that would literally be new to you. But for those of you who just like something that's super chic and very easy to wear, you envision this with just a classic white shirt, or, you know, you can wear it with one of those classic blue and white stripes or a red stripe or cream, something that's more like a tunic style. And you can just enjoy wearing these over and over again for all your occasions. You know, we have Flag Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Veterans Day, so many wonderful holidays that you can always be able to add some patriotic style to your look. But I do think that it's super fun that we have them on the original card. So these are great. Those are the Hattie Carnegie ones that we have. All right, up next, we do have a pair of fabulous, these are an Art Deco style, they are a tassel style, they are very Mary Crowley, very Downton Abbey towards the end of the season, towards the later in the season, especially when she starts going more into London. This reminds me more of the types of styles that she wore for maybe more of the flapper era. These are pearl tassels. They are true Art Deco styling, and they are actually vintage Avon, We have had these before and they're very popular. As you can see, they have a pinwheel style design at the top with diamante rhinestones set with them. And then they have a little cascade of faux seed pearls dangling below. And again, for those of you who love wearing your hair up, this is another great one. It's also a really nice take on something that has a hint of sparkle while also playing up on the classic pearl elements. And you can see how easy they are to wear. For the last 2 seasons, when you've even been shopping over at your jewelry counters, when you've been shopping just out in the counters or your favorite department store or even at J. Crew or something, tassels have been very, very hot, very popular. All kinds of different tassels, from pearls to beads to different tiers of fabric. So this is kind of a classic style that will never really go out of style. It's something that you can over and over again be able to wear and always feel like you're on trend, but being timeless at the same time. That's why when I put the pieces together and when I talk to you about them as well, I always like talking about how that they're timeless. They can be on trend and they can be in the moment. You're never going to look dated. You're always going to look elevated. So we've got this gorgeous pair, and then we're going to contrast that with those of you who just like wearing a simpler pearl. This is another really super pretty pair. This is a pair of pearl drop earrings. And so you can see you've got the tassels, and then you can see you've got the pearl drops with the big teardrop. And I like these because this has this fine chain that is running along with it. So it has the heavier detail at the bottom, but it has this very graceful feminine detail with the fine gold chain on the inside. So this is another great pair, one that you can definitely wear dressed up and dressed down. And of course, for everybody who loves your classic pearls, it's always a fun way to be able to add other classic pearls to your look. Alicia, what color are you looking for your brooch shirt? Well, with teal, you can do so many different things. And then, of course, don't forget, Aurora Borealis always looks fabulous, like with your teal colors, whether you're trying to go more of the green teal or you're picking up a more blue aqua tones. So, but I do love these. I like that they're lightweight. I like that they're easy to wear. And I like that they have the pearl at the top, which makes them very pretty. And it also has the feeling of a classic pearl with the pearl stud. But I do like that you've got the longer pearl. And the other thing is that this one looks like it really nicely elongates your neck. So for those of you who are looking for that more graceful neck, this one would be another great one to be able to add to your collection. Super, super fun. Okay, another super fun and fabulous pair that we have, and this is actually another one of my favorite fun color combinations, even though I have on this corally color tonight. I love these. So talk about bling-tastic. These, I don't even think I've ever used that word here before. These are your bling it on earrings. These are so fabulous. So these are the flat back glass rhinestone in the pink, and then they have a pear-shaped faceted open back rhinestone. The foil is actually open on the back of it, but they've got these gorgeous, dramatic, beautiful pink color, tons of sparkle, and then it has the fun geometric shapes too. This is a really well-designed earring in the proportions, and then it has the rectangular top that really fills up the top of the ear, and then it has sort of a proportioned style statement drop below it. So these have got a ton of sparkle as well. Again, it's another great time to just pull out a fabulous pair of statement earrings. The pink is so beautiful. It's like just that dreamy pink where we talk about, on Wednesdays we wear pink. When we think about, Audrey Hepburn, I dream in pink. When we think about just a really beautiful pink, they are just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. So I love these. There are, like I said, I mentioned, they're very well balanced. They have lovely coloring and lovely styling to them, and they've got tons of sparkle, and they're in pristine condition. So another great pair of classic earrings. And then up next, we also have got a pair of pink lucite earrings. So if the sparkle is too much for you, but you're still a huge fan of the classic pink, we also have a pair of pink door knockers. So this is the pink door knocker, and it's a pink lucite style. And for those of you who love anything classic, Those fun 1960s style. The open back lucite here is really fun and great. It doesn't have any bubbles that are blown within the lucite, and because they have this open design, they're super lightweight. They're just very comfortable, very easy to wear. And this is another one that also with the lucite that's open. Yeah, Megan says she loves lucite. I do too. I love lucite. We also like milk glass. We have a lot in common. So this one is a great one. It also, the pink will lend itself to whatever kinds of shades of colors you want to put with it. So here, the pink actually looks a little more subtle when I have it on with the bright corally color. But if you wore this with other pastels and lighter colors, it would look more pink when you're putting it with more pink and more pastel colors. But this one's a great one. It's a nice size. It's a nice shape. It does have the open sort of style, kind of a hint between a door knocker and kind of just hint between your classic open statement earring. And another fun one, a true 1960s little pair that you could wear all summer over and over again and just get tons of compliments on it. You go so pretty with so many different kinds of pieces that you have. Okay, what else do we have here? So we also have got another fabulous pair of these absolutely dynamic, these open back rhinestone pieces with the invisible setting. So this one, so these obviously they have a left and a right. You're gonna put the open rounded side on the inside of your ear. And these have got tons of sparkle with them. They have got this blue and a blue aurora borealis. And for those of you who are looking for a statement earring, if you loved those door knockers, but you'd like something that's more of a button style or something that's a little bit higher up on the ear, this is a very lovely piece. Also nice because it kind of has that fun, it's got that inverted rhinestone that's right in the middle. And then it sort of has this very pretty fan style design. And as you can see, I've got on, again, this corally red color. And for those of you, again, who really like picking up on like the whole red, white, and blue look, this is another one that's really pretty, very easy to wear. And they just do, they have like the prettiest colors to them. Plus they have like a little hint of aurora borealis too. So you definitely enjoy wearing these over and over again. You're sure you would get tons of compliments whenever you do. All right, as long as we're talking about blues and we're talking about other shades of blue, now there is a matching necklace that goes with this one, but I know I was showing matches, but I did not pull out the matching necklace to this one. But we do have a lot of people who collect butterflies. So we've got a little pair of diamante butterfly earrings that feature the clear diamante with the blue. If you notice at the top, they have that little diamond shape and they are a vintage Sarah Coventry. And we do have a matching pendant that goes with this one. And it's a nice larger one too. But they're kind of suspended and they have this beautiful, delicate, fine chain that's suspending them from left to right. And they're just very pretty with your coloring, especially since it has got the pale blue, the something blue, or the Cinderella blue rhinestones mixed with the sparkling diamante ones. And those of you who are looking for like a mid-sized statement earring that's not super long, but also has just a little bit of a dangle, this would be a very nice pair. Also, what's great about them is they're finished really nicely. So even though they don't have the design on both sides, it is a closed metal on the back of it, and the casting is beautiful, and they're finished in terms of their rhodium plating. So another great one that's very easy to be able to wear and enjoy, and just absolutely perfect for summer. And as I mentioned, there is a matching pendant, and the pendant looks really pretty actually with the whole set. So these are a lovely pair. Look at how much sparkle those have. They're so pretty. Another beautiful pair of earrings that we have. All about the earring tonight. All right, this is an intaglio style piece that we have in the green. It has a carved on the inside of it, and then it's set in this gold setting with a little bit of a frame. There's a very light texturing to the frame that's going around it. It's sort of like a little notched detailing. Trying to get these straight on my ear. And these have that jade green color. They're like supposed to be a faux jade. They are along the lines of the Victorian revival pieces that we had that are very popular in the 50s and the 60s era. Very similar to some of the styles that we see with Florenza and Goldette. Sometimes we see some of these pieces in the art mode collection. And then also there's some other really pretty ones that go along with like the accessicraft. So this is a nice size for those of you who crave something that's more of a rectangle versus more of a round or an oval. These are very pretty. And then of course, they do have a very high-end style design. So for those of you who appreciate the pieces that look very similar to like the coins, both the French coins, the Roman coins, the embossed style cameos, the Roman inspired jewelry, the Etruscan style jewelry, Mogul style pieces, these have that higher end look. And then of course the jade color is really beautiful too. So, and yes, well, for those of you who are mentioning that they are looking at these green pair, I would like to point out that since I do get to know you both a little personally, for those of you with your hair coloring and your skin coloring, this shade of green and gold would be very lovely on you. You would really enjoy adding these to your collection. And they're very well balanced. They're a nice size, they're a nice shape, they're not too big, they're not too small. And they do show up when you have your hair down as well too. So remember, I'm still growing out my hair since December. Maybe we'll see what it'll be like after December. Okay, I'm moving right along here. We've got another, so this is definitely another one of my favorite pairs that we have. We have a pair of looped cable style earrings. These are another fabulous. I can't believe how lucky I was when I worked with this collector for the vintage earrings. So this is like a spiral. They're really, really neat. So for those of you who wear the pierced earrings, I worked with someone when I was putting together the vintage earring collection. We actually had a lot of true vintage pierced earrings, which is something that we don't always get as much. We do get the clip-ons, and of course I prefer the clip-ons just based on my own preferences. But for those of you who are looking for something that's more of a classic gold and you're looking for something that's pierced, these are very well made. They have a catch in which the earpiece that goes through that's secure, very similar to like having almost a screw back. It's a very tight clasp on it. And this has got a very classic, very high-end styling to it. So for those of you who like the look of the real gold jewelry, this is pretty darn close to it. Nobody is going to ask you whether they're real or they're not, because the quality is so beautiful and the finish is so beautiful on them that they do look like they're real jewelry. So this is another really super fun pair. And I love the fact that, you know, everybody should have a classic gold earring or a classic silver earring in their jewelry box based on what their coloring preference is. I never suggest that people should go specifically one way or another, because some of us do really, really love to wear silver. Some of us really, really do love to wear gold. Some of us just are like all of us who are here tonight and just love jewelry. So we're never going to tire of great classic pieces. But for those of you who are looking for something that would be an excellent piece to add to your jewelry box because it's going to go with everything, we've got the gold loop ones, which are super pretty. And then we also have a pair of gold and silver door knockers, which I've said before that if you're a fan of Esposito jewelry, if you like David Yurman, if you like anything that has that classic cable styling, these also have a very high-end look. They look just like sterling silver and 18 karat gold. They're a beautiful size. They are not too big and not too small door knocker. And then if you're going to mix and match some of your own fine jewelry pieces with it, you can confidently say that both of these would be easy to mix with the rest of your collection. So, and for those of you who are always on the hunt for the pierced earrings, then look no more, because we've got this pair. We've got that little pearl pair that I showed you in the beginning. We have this door knocker pair, which is fabulous. Remember, everything we wear, we always clean and send out with alcohol. Everything gets ready and gets prepped to go off to its new homes. Then we also have got this champagne style fan earring. For those of you who have any of the jewelry collecting books, this was a fun pair because this one, the kite style rhinestone, is actually featured as one of the collectible style designs. These go up the ear a little bit. They've got the frosted champagne color at the top, and then they have the rhinestones at the bottom. This goes lovely with a lot of other vintage Aurora Borealis jewelry that we have at Vintage Meet Modern. And I know many of you also have beautiful Aurora Borealis jewelry in your jewelry box. So this would also be a very lovely pair to add to your collection. They're very classy, very elegant, very easy to wear, and they do go up small like a little ear crawler. They kind of have like a little firework style design with the kites going up, but they're definitely a really beautiful pair. And if you're looking for something that's neutral, that was definitely a pair that I would recommend. All right, we got a couple other pairs here, and then we're winding down. So these are actually another fabulous pair. These are a vintage Monet. I always love talking about statement earrings and beautiful earrings, and I love talking about Monet because they actually patented their own friction clip. So for those of you who say, oh, clip earrings, they hurt my ears, I don't like to wear them as much. The beauty of a Monet earring with the friction clip is that they don't pinch against your ear. They actually naturally adjust the tension when you put them on and you clip them to your ear. And the chains are always so popular. So this is a great pair of earrings. It has just enough of a drop. It has got the double link. Some of you may even have the matching bracelet or the matching necklace that goes with this piece because this is definitely one of their most classic and their most beautiful style designs. I'm sure it's in the Monet Masters book. But it does feature that friction back clip, which is super fun and very nice, very easy to be able to wear because the tension just naturally adjusts itself. So if you're concerned about that pinching part, you're not going to experience the pinching the same way that you would with these. And I've also shown like many times, like for those of you who are the Hermes scarf collectors, if you like things that are from Gucci, the classic gold chains or the interlocking gold chains, they just never go out of style. It's another one that gives you this very high-end couture look and style and will be in style today, tomorrow, and forever, as I say. So this is another really super fun pair. And I know Elaine likes Monet jewelry too, and I really do also. It's one of my favorites. So, all right, I'm going to wind down and I'm going to show you another pair that I love, and then we'll be signing off for the evening. We have got another pair of beautiful BSK roses. These have got the gold leaves, and then they have the addition of just a few little tiny diamante rhinestones that have been added to the leaves. This is a celluloid, and for those of you who like a creamy pearl style and like anything with flowers, this is another really beautiful pair. I love BSK jewelry. I don't feel that it is appreciated enough as many of us do. But what's really cool about this one is, of course, the fact that it's got those nice little roses at the bottom, and then the little leaves go up in the design. So for those of you who, again, like wearing brighter, but like maybe solid colors, or you like being able to wear floral designs, this would be a very lovely collection. They have a very sophisticated styling. And of course, who doesn't love a classic rose? I mean, roses are always so beautiful and they're just so easy to wear. And this cream color lends itself to either being worn as more of a brighter, crisper white that you might want to wear in the spring and the summer seasons. But the creamy celluloid color also lends itself to that pearly style color. So if you like more classic pearls, you can enjoy this one too. And if you're joining us and I'm looking at things and I'm looking to the sides, part of it is, remember, it's earring night, so it's a little bit easier for me to turn to the side so that you can go ahead and you can see the size of the scale of the earrings on. So that is our statement earring show. We have had a lot of really fabulous statement earrings. It's very hard for me to tell you which ones are my favorite. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of all of the ones with the invisible set rhinestones. I think that they're just so fun. They're harder to find. They're so dynamic and they're so sparkly. They're so beautiful. But I really like the classic pearl designs too. You know, it's so fun. It's so easy to be able to wear. And I just, again, like, you know, we are seeing me without any pieces on. And, you know, the right earring will not only dress up your look. Some of these pieces, even though they don't appear to be statement earrings, they really bring together the whole look. So like I said, this brooch and this classic little pearl earring that we have with the oval, I started off wearing this at the very beginning of the evening, and now I'm so excited over it that I just love the way that these pieces look together. So this very classic, very elegant earring makes this beautiful statement look, but at the same time, it's just very sophisticated, very unique, and very different than what you can find anyplace else. So how fun is that? We've just taken a classic top. Like I said, this was a hand-me-down from my own sister. Sometimes as adults, we even trade clothes with each other. And this is a beautiful example of how you can still so easily wear a 1940s brooch in the summer season, and how a great pair of classic earrings will never let you down. It'll go with so many of the other pieces that you have. So that's it. Well, I shouldn't say that's it. We've done a lot for statement earring night. And as I mentioned, statement earrings have been very popular here at Vintage Meet Modern. We've had a ton of fun, and we're actually packing up quite a few pairs of earrings to go tomorrow that are headed out and headed to people's ways. So if you haven't taken a look at the earrings, we have definitely tons of fun, beautiful ones. And if you're going to be watching this on the replay, yes, do go ahead and take a closer look at them. The colors on many pieces are really dynamic, and I really think that part of the fun of getting to be here tonight are actually being able to show you the earrings and the pieces that I would put together, because so often we see them and we think to ourselves, well, I really love that brooch, but what would I wear it with? Or I really love that earrings, but what would be something else that you could kind of pull the whole look together? And that's kind of the whole point. We just love being able to show how that you can weave this very beautiful, personal, unique collection to yourself. And as always, the best part is the jewelry always fits. It always fits. There's no worry about how we're feeling today, or what size we're wearing, or what kind of fabrics we're wearing. It will go with whatever you are wearing. That is the beauty of adding jewelry to your look. It's also an instant way to elevate your style. And of course, it is so nice when all of us specifically come together here at Vintage Meet Modern, because I know that we are all amongst friends and other beautiful women from all over the world who really are sharing the joy of jewelry with each other. So it's been fun. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me. I'm so happy to see so many of you here. And of course, we always want to thank you for all of your support. Mwah, it means more than you know. And I hope that as you're beginning to go back out there and do things, I see people now are commenting, or they're messaging us at Vintage Meet Modern. They're getting ready to go to baby showers and weddings and maybe more special events and things like that. That again, this is another perfect example of how the jewelry will always fit. And it's always nice to have something that is a treasure, even if it's a treasure that has come from someplace else, because it'll become part of your style legacy now too. So. Alrighty, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Head on over to Vintage Meet Modern and take a look at what's new. And don't forget to, of course, tag me and let me know whatever beautiful statement earrings you are wearing as well, because those simple statement earrings that you wear can actually really elevate and help you look more stylish and sophisticated everywhere you go, whether you're going to the grocery store or out with the family or going to a nice dinner. So go put your statement earrings on, and I will see you all again real soon. Bye.